Hi, everybody. Welcome to our live guided meditation today. My name is Stephanie, and I'm a trainer with Healthy Minds Innovations. I'm here today to lead you in your practice. So, if you would, as you're joining, I would love for you to share via chat where you live and maybe a word that describes how you're feeling today. And as we're doing that, let me just share with you a little bit about what we're doing here on these Thursday meditations and a little bit about who we are at Healthy Minds Innovations. So Healthy Minds Innovations, as many of you know, is a nonprofit that's affiliated with a research institution at the University of Wisconsin-Madison called the Center for Healthy Minds. And what we do at Healthy Minds Innovations is we translate the scientific insights coming out of the Center for Healthy Minds into tools to help people both cultivate as well as measure well-being. And so we have a unique framework of well-being that basically features a set of skills that are both trainable as well as science links them to being beneficial to well-being. And these skills are featured in our Healthy Minds framework. There are 4 pillars of well-being in our framework: awareness, connection, insight, and purpose. And so what we've been doing every Thursday is that we come together, we practice together around a specific theme. And this month we have been practicing around the theme of navigating transitions. I don't know about you, but I can just speak from my own experience that I'm finding that it's feeling like a big shift, a big period of transition now, as many people are getting vaccinated, and I find myself more out in social situations, more sort of getting comfortable being around people. And within these transitions, there can be difficult things that come up in our experience. We can feel anxious and overwhelmed. And so each week we've really been trying to point you to some ways to be able to work with navigating these situations with a healthy mind, being able to navigate these transitions with some resilience. In a couple of the previous meditations that I've led, I've focused on sort of being able to notice change and the fact that change is happening all the time. We just simply don't see it. And then in a previous meditation, I've also, oh my gosh, now I'm drawing a blank. Oh, working with emotions. I basically guided a practice on working with challenging emotions. So those previous recordings are on our YouTube channel if you feel inspired to go back and sort of learn some different ways to navigate transitions. So today, I thought it might be good to work with navigating transitions with kindness and compassion. And so kindness and compassion are skills that you'll find in our second pillar of well-being, which is connection. And connection is a set of skills that really help us to develop healthy, connected relationships in our life, both with ourselves as well as others around us. And so when we sort of look at our inner response of navigating transitions and sort of some of the challenging emotions that can arise, what we can begin to see is that these emotions come out of our innate kindness and compassion. And so we define kindness as our desire to be happy, to have a sense of well-being and ease in our lives. And we define compassion as our desire and motivation to be free from suffering and hardship. And so what we can do during practice is we can actually connect with and cultivate kindness and compassion through reciting phrases like, may I be happy, may I be free from hardship. And so we're going to sort of bring some situations in our life to mind where we may experience difficulty in navigating transitions, and we'll begin to connect with and recognize these qualities of innate kindness and compassion. So I think we'll probably practice for about the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. And I see some people saying hi on the chat here. So wonderful to have you here with me today. So let's go ahead and get started with our practice. So go ahead and find a posture that feels supportive to your body today. And so having a spine that feels loosely straight. yet alert. And you can choose to practice with your eyes open or your eyes closed. So take a moment to just settle in here as we begin our practice. And you can do this by taking a couple of slow, deep, relaxing breaths. And then take a moment to connect with your motivation. What is the reason why you practice meditation and why you decided to join this practice today? So see if you can bring that motivation to your mind. And see if you can tap into a motivation that extends beyond this practice being beneficial for you, but really committing to practice to benefit others as well, knowing that our practice has a positive impact on the world around us. So take a moment to connect with this more altruistic motivation. And so then let's just ground ourselves in our practice for a few moments by practicing mindful awareness with something that feels inspiring to you. It might be bringing awareness to the breath, sensations in the body, maybe even sound. So let's just settle in with a few moments of mindful awareness. So here, just simply knowing what you're paying attention to, whatever it may be. And so as you're allowing your mind to rest in this way, you'll notice from time to time you'll get distracted or lost. And so those moments when you realize you're disconnected from your practice, just gently bring your awareness back to whatever it is you're using to support awareness in this moment. And then letting go of the technique and allow the mind to rest for a moment in something that we call open awareness. There's this sense of being present and aware, yet not focused on anything in particular. So allow your mind to rest as it is. And as you rest in open awareness, you'll most likely notice that thoughts will come and go. You can allow them to arise No big deal. Let them come, let them go. No need to follow or block your thoughts here. Okay, so let's move on to navigating transitions with kindness and compassion. So bring to mind a situation that you're dealing with right now in your life where you're navigating some kind of transition. It might be big or small. So see if you can bring that to mind. Choosing a situation that feels workable to you and not too overwhelming. And as you bring this situation to mind, see if you can connect with this sort of feeling that you want things to be different. You want to have a sense of ease. You want to be free from stress or discomfort, hardship. See if you can just notice that inner motivation. And for some of you, you might experience this inner motivation as maybe a feeling in the body, and you can just rest your awareness there, connecting with that felt sense of kindness and compassion. But you can also remain connected to the feeling through reciting phrases silently in your mind. Something like, may I be happy. May I be free from discomfort. So you can recite and repeat these phrases in your mind, whatever phrases allow you to feel this sense of connection to your kindness and compassion. So let's do this for a few moments. And whether you're connecting with the feeling or the phrases, you'll most likely only be able to do this for a few moments before you become distracted and lost. No need to criticize yourself here, recognizing that distraction is success. And then you can just come back and reconnect with kindness and compassion in whatever way you're practicing. May I be happy. May I be free from hardship and discomfort. Continue self kindness and compassion for another moment here. And then you can simply let go of the self kindness and compassion. Allow the mind to rest, and you can even begin to get curious around what thoughts and feelings might be coming up for you as a result of doing this practice. You may notice some sort of sensation in the body, Might be a feeling of warmth or not. Whatever you're noticing, just simply allow it to be as it is. It can be easy to think that we're trying to cultivate a feeling when we're connecting with kindness and compassion. And actually, the feeling is a byproduct. Sometimes it will be there, sometimes it won't. What we're really seeking to do is to connect with this inner motivation, that underlying motivation to be happy and have well being and to be free from suffering and hardship. Let's allow our minds to rest for another moment here in open awareness. Okay, so let's bring to mind someone that you care about and think of someone that is also navigating some kind of transition that might be challenging for them right now. Might be figuring out kids at school, summertime schedules, maybe even dealing with illness. So bring them to mind and have a sense of them just being in your presence. And as you do this, remember that feeling that you had of wanting things to be better, to be different. This person has that feeling too. And you can begin to wish them ease, comfort, well being. And you can do this through, again, the use of phrases if that feels good for you. May you be happy. May you have well being and freedom from suffering and hardship. So choosing phrases that feel inspiring and relevant. And so take a moment or two to do this silently in your mind. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be free from discomfort, stress, and hardship. And as you're repeating these phrases, we're sort of connecting with the feeling. Remember, awareness is at the foundation of what we're doing here. So there's a sense of knowing the phrases, knowing the sensations in the body. And when you're disconnected from that knowing, come back. Okay, and then letting go. Once again, allow the mind to just rest for a moment here. And whatever is happening in your practice in this moment, whether it feels pleasant or neutral or challenging, see if you can allow your experience to be accepted and okay. No need to wrestle with experience, to create an experience that's different than the one that you're having. Just to allow and accept things as they are unfolding in your practice. Okay, and so let's begin to expand our practice and see if we can connect with this heartfelt wish for all beings to experience a sense of ease and well-being in their lives, wishing them to stay connected to these qualities like awareness, compassion, kindness, knowing that we can't change the external circumstances in our lives, but we can change the way that we relate to them through training our mind and experiencing a sense of well-being in spite of the ups and downs in life. And so we can just simply do this by sort of having a broader sense that everyone everywhere wants to be happy. They want to be free from hardship. And let's just wish this to be so. May all beings, may we all have happiness. May we all be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And so work with this in your own way for the next few moments. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings navigate transitions with ease. Okay, and then letting go of these compassionate, kind wishes and allow the mind to rest in open awareness. Okay, and you can choose to open your eyes here. We'll conclude our practice or keep them, keep open your eyes, come back to me. And if you could share with me maybe how your practice was for you. And just to recap what we've done today. So, what we were doing during this practice is connecting with these innate qualities that each of us are born with, this desire to be happy, to have ease, this desire to be free from hardship. And the truth is that every human being everywhere is going to have ups and downs in life. And despite our best efforts of trying to control what's happening in our outer world, challenges arise. And so here, what we're doing is we're actually practicing connecting with these qualities that are beneficial to our well-being, help us to sort of see that it's very natural that we have this motivation to be happy and free from suffering. And then we begin to widen the circle of kindness and care so that it extends beyond just ourselves and our own well-being, but really wishing this for others. And we can do this very systematically, step by step. So we can work with people who we care about. And then today we just took the leap into all beings, but certainly you can begin to bring other groups into your practice, like people that you don't know, people that you don't like even. And so sort of working to reduce the bias and include those people who are typically on our out groups sort of in this inner circle of warmth and care. And I think just to normalize too that, oftentimes when we do kindness and compassion practice, we can think that we're trying to cultivate this feeling of warmth and care. And it can be really frustrating sometimes if we don't have that feeling. And so just remember, the feeling is no sign of success. The feeling is just a feeling. Feelings come and go. What you may find is through time, you may be able to kind of tap into that a little bit more, but really it is just a byproduct. What we're really doing here is seeking to see this inner motivation and to be able to see that it drives everyone, that it's something that we all share. It's part of our shared humanity. So if you're interested in finding out more about these skills associated with well-being, I'm really excited that we are launching our next Healthy Minds Masterclass cohort starting in July. And so this is an 8-week series of training your mind more deeply in the skills associated with the Healthy Minds program, skills that help us to have resilience and to be able to flourish in our lives. So I'll be training this class with Healthy Minds collaborator Jay Vidyarthi, and he and I are really looking forward to that. And then, of course, we have our app. The app is freely offered due to the generosity of our donors. So if you haven't done so yet, it's a great resource, tons of content, tons of ways to practice, both active and seated. And so just really wishing you well as you continue to navigate the ups and downs of life. It is completely natural that we have a hard time navigating change and transitions. And of course, transitions are happening all the time. So these are skills that can help us do this, help us navigate these transitions with a little bit more ease. So looking forward to seeing you in June as we'll explore a new theme. So looking forward to doing that with you. All right, see you soon.